You're listening to Author's Corner podcast, brought to you by bookcastmedia.com. Bookcast Media is a free podcast that brings reimagined life into the stories that authors tell. Now, here is your host, Donovan Cobble.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, whenever you're listening to Author's Corner podcast. I am your host, Donovan Cobble, and we have with us this week Chun, the author of Century Sentence 2020 version. Welcome to the podcast. We are so glad to have you on with us.
Thank you, Donovan. It's really my pleasure that I can attend the show today.
We are just going to jump right into the questions if you don't mind. Now tell me, when did you first realize you wanted to be a writer?
When I was in high school, I feel that my ideas were different from others. And then down the line, my ideas were always correct. And so I always try to correct others' mistakes. I had an idea at that time to write down all of my ideas and put them together in a book to help people in the world. So I had the idea of being a writer since high school. And as I grew up, I experienced more relevant things. My desire of becoming a writer became stronger upon growing up and being more matured.
Your writings have definitely touched a lot of people. Let's dive into some details about your writing. About how long does it take you to write a book?
In the year of 2000, I started writing down my thoughts. Ever since, I want to make a difference. And until now, I have never stopped. So I have written this book for almost 20 years.
That sounds amazing. The amount of dedication to your work. So, what is your work schedule like when you're writing?
I have been watching the news every day since 2004. Sometimes, when I see a certain news, I feel that God has given me some inspiration, and I must write down the inspiration immediately and put it on the internet. Every time God inspired me, I write an article, so I'm not following a schedule in writing. I'm following the divine grace.
You definitely inspire your readers. It is great the commitment you have to writing what inspires you. So, what would you say is your most interesting writing quirk?
God has let me help you solve various problems. I know that if I don't do something, no one will ever do it. And if I don't say something, no one will ever say it. I write articles and the book because God asked me to give you some ideas and let you solve problems. For example, terrorism, the Middle East, population decline, the gap between the rich and poor, also include the coronavirus issue.
So, where do you get your information or ideas for your book?
Before 2014, I mainly focused on China domestic news. After 2014, I expanded my interests on international news and collected information on various topics. China has many forums dedicated to discussing various issues, such as the Syrian Forum, the Israel Forum, and the Iraq Forum, where there are many experts on various issues. From 2014 to 2017, I browsed almost every post there. I also consulted the Bible, the Quran, and the Hadith, where I got a lot of inspiration and read a lot of articles.
It is great that you get so much information from so many resources. What was one of the most surprising things you learned in creating your book?
After I finished writing articles, I posted them on the internet, although I don't know who will see them. The article I wrote can immediately change the development direction of related political events. It seems that I'm perfect and everything I write or predict, it eventually happens the way I predicted things. I can't even believe it myself I feel that God seems to be by my side, and I'm helping God to convey a message to you. Every article I wrote has a time post, and readers can verify my statement based on the writing time of my articles and the future development direction of every event.
How many books have you written?
Central Sentence is the only book I have written in my entire life, but there are many editions of this book, because I have written many new articles every year, and then I put them into my new book. The last edition of Central Sentence includes my investigation and solution to the coronavirus. I hope to help the world solve the coronavirus problem and other problems.
We definitely would like to read more from you. So don't stop writing whatever you do. What do you think makes a good story?
Everything in my book happened in real life, and I used my point of view to propose solutions. Reading my book can help people solve various problems. It can help people to raise their level of consciousness so that people can look at all the problems that occur in human society from a new height and perspective. After reading my book, people can see the essence of all human problems, so as to fundamentally solve the problems facing humanity.
This has definitely been fantastic talking with you. Tell us how our readers can get your book.
My personal website is centralsentence.com, and I have issued a statement on my website. Readers can download, read, and distribute my book for free. Readers can download my book for free on my website. I have also posted links to free download on my Facebook and Twitter. At the same time, I have also updated my Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing, and you can buy my ebook in the Amazon Kindle store, The Book of Central Sentence, 2020 version.
Now this is the part of the interview we hand over the mic and let you address the world with your thoughts or inspirations you have.
What I want to tell readers most now is about the coronavirus. I see that the whole world is facing huge disaster. I'm sad and anxious. I know the truth about the coronavirus, and I also know how to get rid of the disaster of the coronavirus. I want to help you. Today, I'm very grateful to Donovan for giving me the opportunity to release the truth about the coronavirus to the world. I have written the truth and the solution about the coronavirus in my book. I believe that God asked me to help you solve the problems. If you can spread my book to all parts of the world, so that people all over the world can read my book, then the people of the world will know the truth about the coronavirus, and I believe that the coronavirus problem will be solved quickly.
Well, Shui Chun. It has been great talking to you, and about your book, Century Sentence 2020 version. We hope to hear from you again soon.
Thank you, Donovan, for having me. It's my pleasure to meet and talk to you.
There you have it. Get Shui Chun's book, Century Sentence 2020 version, at centurysentence.com, or wherever you get your books. I want to thank Shui Chun for taking the time out of his busy schedule, and to sit down and to talk with us. Also, would like to thank bookcastmedia.com for hosting Authors Corner podcast. And especially to you, the dedicated readers that makes all of us authors' dreams come true. Till next time, I'm Donovan Coble. Have a blessed and safe week.